Welcome to Massive Beers. My name's Matt. We do the beer stuff here, this time in the form of mystery beer, one of our favorite kind of jams. This is mystery beer number 3 of box 2, courtesy of my boy Cameron. He actually sent this to me a while ago, pre-Beer Tuba Palooza, so it's been a while. This is just sitting in the back of my fridge, and I missed it. So we're going to review it, so hopefully it's not a super hazy. 8/15/22, Strawberry Fields Forever. I forgot my little light thing. I'll bring it up. Usually when I forget my little light thing, almost knocked over glass. That's my little light thing, so you guys can see stuff better. I restart the video. Don't want to, so we're just gonna. Everything's borked. So, yeah, it's been a while. This should have probably been drank. Strawberry Fields Forever on the bottom. It makes me think some kind of like fruited thing. It's a little taut. We'll see what's what. It is 7.48 on 10/29. So this beer is 2+ months old. And it's what, Saturday? Today's Saturday. I have a baby. I don't have a baby. I have a toddler. Makes me tired. So forgive me. But World Series. The Phillies versus the Astros, Game 2. If you root for the Astros, you're a piece of shit. That's all I know. Anyway, that's a hazy. That's a hazy. Look at that. Rich, golden in hue. Frothy, creamy head to it. So it kind of makes me think maybe a strawberry milkshake kind of IPA. It's a good nose. I mean, on the nose, it really does come off as just a nice, slightly dosed lactose, kind of like that Hop Butchery thing where they're not doing like milkshake beers, but they're touching it with a bit of lactose, so it comes off as a confectionery sugar as opposed to a richer, kind of maltier sweetness. It comes off as a vibrant, kind of citrus-leaning, pineapple-leaning, tropical fruit-leaning, kind of hazy. Could be a little bit of strawberry in there. I could lean into that, I can believe that, but I think it's a little power suggestion going on. Anyway, we're just going to dive in. Cheers, y'all. Yeah. Honestly, it really does come off to me as a soft, slightly lactose, again, in that sense of that when the breweries don't tell you there's lactose in there, but they add it kind of thing going on. Soft mouthfeel, but the cool part about this beer, the interesting part, I should say, is it's got a relatively aggressive bittering bite to it, which you don't see in beers like this all that often, especially when you start to move your way out to the west, out in the Wisconsin way. They tend, and this is my limited experience with the beers from out that way, they tend to want to lean traditional New England style without that bittering. This definitely has bittering going on. I think it's a combination of hops and carbonic acid. Man, the bottom of that can is screwing me up. I don't think I would call this a fruited IPA. I think I would call it just somebody's hazy double IPA, ringing in at 7 and change. Let's go 7.8% hazy double IPA. I think there's lactose in it. I don't think they're going to call out in the can. You tell me there's strawberry in this, fine. That's me kind of believing it on there because it's the bottom of the can. I should have never read that. But I think that's all it is. Somebody 7.8% hazy IPA, touch of lactose, not written on a can. Done and done. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's just rip it all off like a Neanderthal. Okay, who is this from? Hop Butcher for the World. That's funny. Like this slightly dosed thing where you get like a little bit of lactose. Kind of like the Hop Butchery thing. So it is 7.5. This is their Mellotron. I've reviewed this before. Let's see what Cameron's note. I know you've had this one. Wanted to see if you could guess Hop Butcher. 15.29 a 4-pack. Great pricing. Mellotron. Azaka Motueka. Yeah, and Citra Hop Double India Pale Ale, 7.5%. So you're 7.8, I said, so it's 7.5 close on that. And, it's kind of funny. It's kind of kind of spot on, because I was like, kind of like that Hop Butcher thing where they add the lactose, but I don't really call it out on there. It's definitely in there. It's definitely. And I'm friends with Jeremiah, and I've kind of poked and prodded him, and he's like, no, 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 no. Yeah, whatever. Jeremiah. Yeah, tasty. It's a little bit aged on it, but aged quite well. That's a killer price point for a double IPA like this, $15. Typically these things, from high breweries like a Hop Butcher and stuff like that, typically closer to 20. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, fun beer. I think they did pretty well on it, right? I didn't call it Hop Butcher specifically. I don't think I would, because most of the stuff you sent me has been hyper Wisconsin, so I've pretty much kind of had my brain kind of in Wisconsin mode. I didn't even know you get their stuff distroed out your way. But, I believe I really did enjoy this beer when I reviewed it. I didn't talk about whether I enjoyed it or not. I did. I was kind of surprised by that bittering, but it doesn't it doesn't surprise me with Hop Butcher, because I know they're not afraid of having bittering in a beer. And yeah, there you go. Not too shabby. Yeah. I'm alright sometimes, so let's talk about this beer. Go back and watch my review of this. I believe I reviewed this. I know they've done a couple of these modular synth covers, and I'm pretty sure I reviewed this one. If I didn't, then sorry. No, I did. Go back, watch that one, see what I said about that one compared to this one. Might have been last year's batch, so that could be a variance. Keep that in mind. Let's talk about Hop Butcher. What are your feelings about Hop Butcher? About their beers, about their brewery, everything in between. If you've been there, let us know. Thank you very much again, Cameron, for shipping us off. Oddly enough, Cameron's dad sent me a beer mail. It's right here off camera, and I got to review that in a couple 20, 30 minutes or so. So there you go. Comes full circle. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the mystery beer. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.